Good evening and welcome to the Ravens Rook. My name's Phil and I'm back from my holidays, guys, so welcome to our normal Monday night live stream hobby hangout. I hope you've all been really well. I hope you had a nice week last week, got lots of hobbying done and managed to finish off some of them projects that we all know we took away for a rainy day or when it's nice and quiet and we could just hobby away to ourselves. So yeah, I hope you've got plenty done. Hope you're all nice and relaxed. You've had a nice start to the week. Monday's officially now out of the way and we can start moving on towards the weekend again. So without further ado, this week I'm gonna mix it up a bit more. I know I've been doing the Mortal Realms magazine quite a bit and I've been neglecting my Raven Guard army. So as in the title, this week I'm going to be working on the Intctor Tactical Warsuit, which I'm going to build up for my Raven Guard force. I've been looking forward to this one quite a bit. So yeah, it's been months before I could get hold of this one. Finally got it, and yeah, so hopefully get it built up, try a different sort of dynamic pose for it. So I'm going to build it in parts and see if I can get it built into the pose before I have to like glue the legs to the body and stuff like that. So without further ado, I'll see who we've got in the chat. Sorry, my phone's over here, so I have to see the chat. And we've got Immersive World Crafter coming in first. Evening, Phil, how are you guys? Everyone's favourite Kev. Got Ash popping in. You alright, pal? I hope you've had a nice week at work when I'm not there. We've got Mr. Smith popping in as well. All nice and spicy. I've got 4 of you in here already on a Monday afternoon. And it's all I can ask for. It's brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. So I shall switch it over. So here's the box for the Intctor Tactical Warsuit. So I'm going to be building them up pretty similar to this. I'm going to try it with the Canopy open, and I've not got the model just yet. I need a separate Space Marine because that one is a sit down one and I want it so that he's stood outside of it, a bit like the old Xbox game Titanfall. So I'm going to try something like that. We'll see how we get on. I'll build that one up anyway just in case that it's not going to work how I've got it envisaged in my head. So if it doesn't, we can build it how we're supposed to. So I've got this just to one side, just for reference, which comes in handy. Always try and keep the box, just so you can refer back to it here and then, and it also works when you're painting them as well. So, and here we go. So you've just got on the back, you've just got the other weapon options. So you've got the twin Iron Hail autocannon, the flamer, and you can either have the gun in its hand or holstered. I think I'm leaning more towards the holstered. I've got an idea for the hand. So yeah, I'll just move that to one side. Like I say, I've already emptied it all out. I've got our instructions here, and I've been warned by a few guys. This one you really have to stick to it. You can't just man build your way through it. There is a lot of parts, a lot of different options as well, as you can see on these ones here. So we're going to try and build it up nice and separate like this, and then if I can get it together all tonight, then we will do. Yeah, So this one I've really been looking forward to, especially with me having my Raven Guard army. Basically because there's a couple of traits, are they called? I'm sure I'm right, traits that you can run with this Warsuit, with the Raven Guard. So you've got the Master of Ambush Warlord trait and the Strike from the Shadows. So with it being a tactical one, so you can either deep strike it or it can remain hidden, pretty much like the rest of the Raven Guard army, or you can be quite sneaky with it. The Iron Hail Cannon, I'll just double check, I'm pretty sure you got 48-inch range on that as well. So I mean, that's just ridiculous. You could just put it on an objective and hold the objective down, or you can put on the Heavy Flamer, I believe it is, which is a 12-inch range, and that's going to hold objectives down for a while. They're not going to last forever, but you know, you get 2 or 3 of them, hold an objective down, you're going to have a laugh with them. With it, you also get Heavy Bolter Fragstone, Grenade Launcher as well, Twin Iron Hail Stubbies, which are off its chest, and it also comes with the Angel of Death thing on it. So when it does blow up, if you're holding an objective and you get overrun and it does die, it'll explode on death. So then, you know, you're taking out quite a bit that's already taken you out. Are you building it with the dude inside, or will you be doing something a bit different? A bit different, pal. Like I say, I've not got the marine for it just yet. I'm going to build up the one that sits inside, but I'm going to have the canopy open and basically have it all ready. I've ordered some reavers, so I'm going to use a reaver. So I'm just waiting on that to be delivered, and then I can get that built up and added to it. And that should be in the next live stream, which I'm hoping to get it painted up in that one. Oh, without further ado, I shall get some music going and we shall crack on. So hopefully this is sorted from so hopefully that's not overpowering me too much this week, guys. I did have a flick through with the audio, the suggestions from you guys in the last live stream. I'm tired of this night. I'm tired. Obviously the music was overpowering and you could hardly hear me. So hopefully that's a bit better than that. If not, I can turn it down a bit. Because I need you to be well. We change roles along the way. What's correct? I expect. I don't know. It happened for so long now. I know I'm not right anymore, but I need you to know. I need to see or rip it out if you want it back. Tell me now if you feel something real. Or rip it out, won't you show me? it's still not working, I'm afraid, guys, so I'm sorry about that. So, a sprue report on these ones. So, pretty straightforward. You like your canopies, all your main torso bits here, all your leg parts, and cannon, auto stubby cannons on this bit, and main weapons, your hands. Yeah, it's pretty much straightforward. It's a lot of parts, but hopefully we'll crack on and we'll fire through quite a lot of this tonight. Let's fire away. Can't hear you. I hope you can hear us now, Mr. Smith. I've turned the music off completely now, so hopefully that's a lot better now. Uh-oh. Prepared. I just need my glasses and glasses. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just go, oh yeah, loud and clear now. Cheers, pal. So it's just with how I've got my setup, my chat, I have to play through my phone, and for some reason it doesn't catch up all the time. So every now and then I will have to mess about with it. Right. So first off, we want number 4 and 5. We're going to get the canopy built first. So 6. This is where we struggle. It's always when you first start, bits are all over, and then as you get further and further down, it gets a lot easier anyway. So, like I say, I hope you've all been really well. You've all had a nice week, and I see some of you guys in the Discord has been absolutely smashing it with some of the pictures you've been putting on. Yeah, it's crazy some of the work you guys have been doing. Number 3, so I want this one. Like I said, I just had a week away. Just went away with the missus and the little one, and just went and stayed in caravan for a week. Oh, the weather was really nice, so we got to walk up and down to the beach most nights, watch its sun go down and stuff like that, and just generally just being outdoors, enjoying it, especially after being cooped up for 12 months. And yeah, just mental health wise, it was an absolute treat just to get out for a bit. And you know, we go on saying obviously about our mental health, well-being and stuff like that, but it's even more important, if not more, for the kids as well. So just to, you know, see a difference there was worth every penny, just to get away for that week as well and have some quality time. So yeah, so now we can do a bit more, we can get out a bit, so hopefully start seeing quite a bit of change now, and things getting a bit back to normality. And we got Mr. Quingo popping in. Yes, my G. You alright, pal? How's it going? I hope you're well. And congratulations on the job offer, I believe. Exciting times ahead for you, pal. Well done. Proper excited for you. And Kev, you have inspired me, Phil. I've dived into the hobby then. Nice one, Kev. So that means a lot, especially, you know, someone like myself can help inspire someone, even if it's just to get a bit of hobby done. I try and get at least an hour, if I can, every day or every other day. Mondays are easier for me because I'm off work, because I only work Tuesday to Friday with my job. So it's a bit easier on a Monday. The missus are at work, the kids are in school. So I can just, you know, get the music going through the headphones, listen to an audio book, or just have music blasting. Just hobby away, and it's lovely. I had to get back to doing some of my Raven Guard. I feel like I've been neglecting them a little bit. I've not really done much since Indomitus, especially with the Mortal Realms magazine coming out. And I've been trying to keep on top of that. I got behind on that, so I've been bashing that out quite a bit, trying to catch up on that, try and get all that done before the new Imperium magazine comes out. So we've got a few months yet for that. So I'll try and get all my, well, I've been doing the Stormhorse Nighthaunt, sorry, helps if I get the names right. Been doing the Nighthaunt quite a bit. They're my favourite ones. And yeah, I had to get back and do some of the Stormhorse, basically because they were just piling up as well. Well, yeah, so flying through that. The next couple of issues, I believe, on the Mortal Realms of scenery again. So that, I mean, how I've done my scenery in the past, it's been quite easy and straightforward. Just make sure I get this the right way around. So that goes that way. I'll dry fit this first before I actually stick it in, because I don't want to. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so sorry, I got distracted. How I've been doing my scenery is quite pretty straightforward. I just have it with one really good coat of Corax white paint, followed by a lighter coat, and then a very light dry brushing of an Ulthian grey, and then I let that have a really good dry. I'll leave that for a bit, and then basically it's just a wash of Agrax Earthshade, and it comes up with a nice marble effect. I'll show that off on one of the live streams coming up. But yeah, it's quite effective for how I've got mine, and it works well. Just let that dry off a bit, because I don't want it, with it being plastic glue, I don't want it setting. I want to be able to move it if need be. I'll just set that to one side for 1 second. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Sounds good to get on, good feel, you know, spending time with the family. Yeah, definitely. You know, like I say, it's with every penny, getting away with the family. Sometimes you just need that break away just from everything. Mr. Andy Allen's in on his second account of Quingo. And he's in the hobby den painting some eradicators. Nice. Oh, I'm sure that your Imperial Fists, I believe, that you're doing. So when we're all allowed to meet up and actually learn how to play the game, Mr. Quingo, I might have to, you know, destroy them with my Raven Guard. Just get a nice layer of glue on this bit. And no, we're not going to glue. See, it tells you on the instructions to glue this nubbin just here, what this is going to sit in. But we're not going to glue that because we're going to have it moving, or that it'll move up and down. Hopefully, we'll find out in a second once we get this part in. So I'll just get that piece in there and them together there. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, that's moving nicely. Right, I'm just going to get a tiny bit, because there's a tiny bit of a gap running down the back there. Hopefully that'll melt that together. So I had a couple of ideas for this guy. I was trying, once I got it, I was trying to get hold of, I believe it's the Death Guard Titan, tactical Warsuit, and he has a big sword, so I was thinking of having him kneeling down with a sword and the guy out. The other idea was holding a banner, and I was going to kit bash a banner out of green stuff. That soon went out the window, and so I've got another little idea, but I'll save that for later on, and you guys will see what I mean. Some of you might like it, some of you might not. Little spoiler, if you're a Necron fan, you might not like it. But, you know, we can't all be perfect, can we? I'll just clean this bit up well. That bit's drying off. That bit. Right, just make sure that's still, yeah, that's still moving. Alright, so this piece comes round to there, and then, yeah, that'll still move. Nice. That stops it there. I just want to try and dry fit as much as I can. Just before I commit to anything with it, just because I want this to go really well. I've been really looking forward to this one as well. Since I first seen one of these, but I got my Indomitus set, and when the stores opened, ironically, while we'd gone away. The store's reopened, so I had to wait till I come back on Friday. I nipped into my local store, picked one up straight away. I got this guy and my apothecary because I didn't have one, so I now have those for my force. And a lot of the other stuff that I've been looking at will be coming out with the new magazine, like the ATV, and I think it's suppressors, and there's some other little bits. And I was really looking forward to working on some Sisters of Battle just for a change, and you get quite a few of them in the new magazine coming out as well, so I thought it's pointless getting them now when I can be getting them quite a bit. Switch, okay, stick to this one. Smash the like button. Cheers, Quingo. Challenge accepted. So, we're not streaming it though, don't. Just in case. Don't forget, I've never actually played a game yet, so I've still got to physically learn how to play the game yet. Oh, 25 and 26. With 27, so that one, a small pipe here. Just try and be careful with these. With 27, John, you've no idea how hard it's been to not touch this guy over the weekend. That sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? But to not do this model over the weekend, I got a bit of my Mortal Realms done. I finished off a model for the, I say pickle challenge, but it's not a challenge, as he keeps saying. It's like a community thing that they have on this Discord, and this month it was to do some OSL. I think I managed to pull it off quite well. It was a bit subtle. One of the Stormhost is like holding a flame in his hand, and I had it so that it come off onto his armour. So I had that guy done over the weekend, and I finished off my Lord Relictor this morning, well, this afternoon. Managed to get that guy finally finished. So yeah, all good. Got them done, so felt like I got quite a bit done with them, because there was quite a few fiddly parts, and like I said, with the OSL, I'd not tried to do anything like that before. Like I say, I think I managed to do it justice for the model, and you know, it looks, for a first attempt, I thought it was really good. Well, only time will tell. I'll try and get some more done another time. So I'm just trying to see where this part goes now. Bit that's glued stays to the front, and should clip into that bit. So it's part in, right. I'll get this side done, and then we should jump on and do the other side. Go. That's still moving. I keep checking it just in case, because I just don't want it setting just in case. So I'll let that dry off there while we get the other half done. I've been looking for a few extra bits, vehicle wise, for my Raven Guard, and I've been having rather than paying full whack, especially at the moment, I've just been away, so trying on eBay and other sites like that, and just missed out today. I was gutted. There was a Storm Raven. It was going quite cheap. It'd been partly built, but he'd done it well, and the bits that needed doing to it wouldn't have took much. And I thought, right, I'm going to snipe that right at the last minute, and within, I think it was like 10 seconds to go, stuck my bid in, and then someone come, literally 1 second left, and they outbid me by 50p. I was absolutely gutted. But I mean, if need be, I'll just go and get one eventually, or I'll just keep an eye out and get another one that pops up. Because I know some guys don't like so much the building side to it. But for some weird reason, I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, if you're spending all this money on, especially with the Games Workshop models, if you're spending this much on some models, you know, at the end of the day, the year models don't let me tell you what to do, you know. But personally, you know, I do like to build them. So I've got these little vent things on there. So we've got them first bits done there, and it's the seat. That's pretty straightforward to see there. Back. I've just seen the OSL model do great work. Thank you. Like I said, it's my first time trying anything like that, which, you know, I think is why Josh tries or has started to do stuff like that, you know. So as a community, I mean, the community that they've got on Discord is second to none anyway. But I think, like, if you're struggling with a certain aspect, and you know they're chucking these challenges out, I say challenge, it's not. It's like a monthly community project, sorry. And you know, you'll have guests on and showing you tips and stuff like that, because everyone will do it a different way, and there's no one way that's the right way. You know, what one person finds works for them, it might not work for you, and vice versa. But as a community, come together and, you know, help each other out. That's what's brilliant about it. I'm looking forward to the next one, which is the weathering one. Especially like with Raven Guard, they're quite dark and grimy. Right. Kev, I love building, making the bits all clean. I take great joy in it. Yeah, like I said, some people don't, and some people do. I mean, I fall into the category I do. I enjoy the building side to it, you know, physically making something, afterwards you can sit back, you know, and look, oh, I've made a complete mess of that, or you know, oh, I've done really well with that, and vice versa. I think one of my next things that I'm going to try and do is scenery wise, kit bash some scenery, because I mean, like, scenery that I have done has basically just been like your Games Workshop pre-molded ones, and I've seen some of the guys, you know, in the Discord, and they've put on what they've done. I nearly put that wrong way bloody round then. Right, open that up. So yeah, scenery is probably one of the next big steps for me, in hobbying wise, apart from, you know, learning to paint a bit better. No matter what stage you're at in your hobbying career, painting, building career, whatever you want to call it, you know, you're always learning a new skill, or, you know, moving on. Oh, we got the Hobby Corner Kev popping in before his stream. Good evening, Kev. I hope you're well, pal. You know, thank you for tuning in. I know you should be busy really getting ready to stream. I believe you've got the missus on with you tonight. Good times, exciting times, pal. Is that because you're tired of beating yourself? So if you beat her, obviously you can remain undefeated. Let's just hold that for 1 second, let that take there. That's what I'm doing for the kit bash this April. Fell smashing together 3 terrain kits. Nice. I was gonna be doing this as my kit bash. I'm not sure if it classifies it. Well, I say classify, if it comes under kit bashing, or is it more conversion? If you're just changing the poles of it and stuff like that. I know there's a whole to do. Is it kit bashing? Is it not? If not, there's some other stuff that I can be doing anyway. And Kev, yeah, she's knackered too, haha. So we'll be hyper, me and Zombie. You're tired of beating yourself. Oh, you clocked onto that one, Kev. Well, you've been alone for a week, pal. I loved the cheeky little video you put out earlier. Was it earlier or yesterday? With the water. It ain't bran. Yeah, did make me chuckle. Especially you're saying it with your little Cockney accent. Water, it ain't bran. Trees are bran. Oh dear, there we go, first bit's on floor. Luckily I found it. Let's get these on. This is coming together quite nicely. I'm quite surprised. Spoke too soon. Say that and then I go and cock it up. Come on. That's the right piece, isn't it? That's why. That's if you put it on the right bloody side. So I jinxed myself then. Oh, there's the exhaust vents on the top. Yeah, still moving. Lovely jubbly. That's our first page done. I mean, it's pretty straightforward at the moment. We've not got the multi-parts yet, or where you can choose what weapons you're going to take. I'm leaning definitely more towards the twin iron hail autocannon, purely for the range on it. But I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, there's a 48-inch range on it, but the damage that it does as well. And I mean, if I'm going to be rocking 2 or 3 of these, I might put 2 with the autocannons, and then just have 1 as a flamer, like we're saying for the helping hold down the objectives. Sorry, I couldn't think of the words then. Couldn't get my big boy words out. Let's just double check this. So, onto the front. Yeah, it's over that bit. So I know Immersive Kev has made his way into his hobby den, and Mr. Quingo is busy beavering away on his intercessors, was it, or eradicators? Are any of you guys working on anything else, or is anybody else in the chat working on something tonight? I think I saw Ash in there. Have you managed to get some more models yet, pal, with shop opening, or are you still working through your Mortal Realms? Mr. Mugwump dropping in. Hello, Mr. Mugwump. Drinking tea and painting orcs. Is that the same orcs you was doing last night? I believe you was doing the... Let me get this right. The Blood Bowl orcs into 40k, was it? I believe that's what he was up to last night. I'll try and find these now. I think they're on the next piece. Lost in a Sea of Parts. And then nope. So it must be on this one. Oh my god, I'm going model blind already. It can't be on here. They are as well. They look just like when you had nibbed off some of the other ones. I'm going to try and get a nice flat edge, so just snip just away from them, and then I can clean them up quite easily. There we go. That's right, but working on others at the moment. And Ash still working through my Mortal Realms. At least you're getting some hobbying done, pal. You know. Are you still doing it issue by issue, or are you just doing whichever ones that takes your fancy first? If so, what issue are you up to now, Ash? Just being nosy. The lights in that one. That side. I still keep playing with that. Right, so apparently the twin stubby auto cannons, iron hail ones, stubbies, don't glue these apparently, so we'll see how we get on with these. I mean, you glue the parts together, but they should, by the looks of it, just clip on there so you can move them still. So we'll see how they fit on. Take it from there. Find the right piece. So we want 31 and 32. I've still got to find the right piece. Big gun. That's a big gun. Oh, come on. Must be this piece. If it's not that one, it's got to be definitely right. 31. It's here. Bent a little bit then. Right, so just be careful with this bit. There. You don't want a bendy gun. So number 31 with 32, which is over here. I'm still going. Kev is still going. Issue by issue, slows me down a lot though. Yeah, I was finding that with mine as well, Kev. It did manage to speed me up, like get a few issues behind and then just blast all my storm hosts together all in one, and then vice versa with the night haunts. I found that a little bit easier, but then like I say, if you're neglecting one, you end up with a massive pile of storm hosts, or vice versa with the night haunts. So I've just caught up with my night haunts, so now I've got quite a bit of storm hosts to catch up on, and it don't help that I bought an extra couple of issues of a few of the issues, just to help bulk them out a bit as well. Ash is doing his Stormcast first, then Nighthaunt. I'm doing issue 16 at the moment. But bloody hell, you're miles behind Ash. I mean, I think I'm about 4 or 5 issues. Is it 4 or 5? Oh, about I'm over 2 or 3 issues behind building wise. But painting wise, I am quite a long way behind on the Stormhorse, but I've been more painting the ones that I've been enjoying or I liked the look of, purely because I wanted to get a scheme in my head. And we got Mr. Rich from Sprayer Black Studios popping in. Good evening, Rich. I hope you're well, pal. I hope your day's been streaky and grimy. Sorry, that was a terrible impression. I really can't do impressions. Let's see how we get on with this bit. Doesn't say what I'm thinking on there as well, purely because that bit's going to touch there, yeah, so that helps. We got Pirate Queen Pickle popping in. Good evening, Wendy. I hope you're well. I haven't spoke to you for a while. And it's everyone's favourite Raven. Well, it's everyone's favourite Queen popping in the chat as well. It's a better impression than Spud's South African cop. Oh, that was funny. It started off with one accent and then just rolls off into another one. All these legends popping in the chat. You're right there, Quingo. Every single one of them. Well, every single one of you guys as well. You know, you're all legends in my eyes. Popping in here on a Monday evening. You know, just watching me hobbying away, chatting away, keeping me company. In fact, I don't want to risk that just yet. I'll let that one dry off just before we pop that one on. Get the other side done. Kind of lurking. It's the same time every week. It's, well, apart from last week because I weren't here. So no, I mean every single one of you don't have to feel obliged, you know. So you have to tune in. I hope you want to tune in. I mean, watch everyone just drop out of chat now. Kev, right, got to shoot. Great show, mate. Always mellow. It's me out nicely. Avoid the pre-show jitters. Have a good one. I hope you have a good time. I nearly said have a good time beating the missus, Kev, but you know, you might get a call off the police if that got out. So I hope you have a good time streaming, playing Mortal Realms with the missus, and I hope she doesn't kick your ass too badly. Oh, I hope you have fun, pal, and I'll speak to you next time. Thank you. Where's that next piece? There we go. I'm 36. So I know, like he says, like obviously with the pre-show jitters, I've only what about 10 to 12 episodes, well, streams now in, and you know, you get it all ready on your Streamlabs, you set it all up, you've done your pictures and stuff, and then you sit there, you know what you're gonna say, you hit that live button, and then you've got your countdown, your music's playing, and then everything that you've had prepared in your head disappears, and then that camera comes on and you're sat there going So I mean, it's only something that will come with practice, I'm presuming. So I mean, I feel like it's getting better with every episode that I'm doing now, and I'm having an absolute blast. So you know, I want to try and put that little bit of effort in. So I've even, just in case, where I used to forget what I was going to say, I've got a big whiteboard on the wall now, and I have little tidbits of stuff written on about certain things to talk about, and you know, little snippets of information about like the model that I'm working on or stuff like that. I mean, it's a bit easier with when I'm doing the Mortal Realms magazines, because you have the magazine to reference it from, whereas I mean, some of the stuff like this you have to physically put effort in. You know, you go on the GW website and get some of their info. Is that not going on there? That way. Yeah, that was right. Sorry. Sidetracked. Yeah, go and get some info. So there is, you know, some, I say legwork, but you know what I mean, to do. So you know, I hope it does come across that I am trying, I'm putting effort in. There we go, that's on. Does it move? That's the big test. Yeah, but it's really, it's supposed to be that stiff. I mean, I know I just said it's supposed to be like stiff, but be kind in the comments. There we go. Oh, we've got a Mr. Lupus Carnes popping in. Good evening, pal. It's nice to see you here on my little channel. I hope you're well, pal. Coming in with a nice little wolfie emoji. Yeah, Rich. I mustn't be that bad then. Is that like cake or death? And we've got Josh popping in at the end there. Good evening, Josh. I hope you're well, pal. Obviously not editing tonight then. Let's have a quick look around at where we've got up to. So we've got our little twin handheld stubbies on, which can still be paused, and the canopy still moves, thank God. I think that should be fine now. That plastic cement's well and truly dried there now. So we've got that, and then the top half we'll have completely open. So let's get the sides on this guy. Nah, he's editing. I know his normal edit night is on a Monday. I appreciate him popping in, you know, while he's busy editing and stuff. I know he says he tries and pops in. I see him lurking every now and then. Just grateful of the support. It was great fun. On Saturday I got asked to be a guest on Spud's not so impromptu stream. I forgot he was streaming, and I got to go on there. So first time as a guest on anyone else's show, and it was really surreal. You know, you're like the peek behind the curtain, and Rich from Sprayback, he come on as well, and it was just a great laugh, just chatting away and being involved with those guys. It was absolute great fun, and you know, it gives you more food for thought of like stuff that you can do, like what I could do on here, and what I want this channel to become, I should say. It's drying up already. So I mean, it was a great laugh, and just to be asked and, you know, to go on the show was brilliant. That bit on there, in there, and in that. Right, I just want to make sure, just before I glue all this down, that on there, across here. Sets a little bit on here, because I just want this to seal, just to melt together that little bit there. There we go. Just so it seals nicely, just around this bit and in here, just so there's no gaps. I'll just make sure that still moves. And then we'll do the same this side. Sorry, I'll just get this bit on, guys, and I'll catch up with the chat. I don't want to neglect you guys while you're chatting away. I just want to get this bit on, and then while this is setting, yeah, I just need a little bit of force on that bit there. That's still working. That is got a little bit tighter. Josh. Oh, I'm editing, but the audio's all done, so I can listen. So you can have the second screen now. He's doing what you men folk call multitasking, but what us women folk call a normal day. It's a bit sexist, that, Wendy. I had to try to save Pickle from getting bullied too much. Oh yeah, that's over the midwinter mini thing, wouldn't it? Well, I hope he doesn't think I was overstepping my mark or anything like that. You know, it's one of them things, like you go on someone else's show, and you know obviously there's a bit of natural banter between like Elston, Spud, and Josh, purely because they've been doing it for so long. But then, if like where I've been chatting to these guys in the Discord and stuff like that, you kind of like build up a rapport with them, and you feel like you can have that little bit of a banter. Obviously, not to the extent that they normally would do, but yeah, I just hope I didn't overstep a mark or anything like that. But I'm sure if I had, Josh would have said something. I'm very efficient. Yeah, man, don't stress me to create. So, let's get these panels on this guy. So, number 18 goes into that nubbin there. Sits like that, so. Quite a bit there. Obviously, don't need to go all the way over, because that'd just be ridiculous. Yeah, there we go. I wouldn't have said I am too laid back. I mean, you would take quite a bit of a ribbon off Elston and Spud. Yeah, you did join to take your fair share of it, but it kind of like escalated it a little bit, didn't it, Rich? Which was funny. And then we had the whole debacle of the Phantom disliker. It definitely backfired. Oh, I honestly thought it made it even funnier, because it was like, oh, here he is, his backup's arrived. So I think they were going on, and I sussed out afterwards, because we were going on about like a yacht, said, oh, he's sailing off in the Irish Sea, and I've realised it's not the Midwinter, it's the other guy that's like Midwinter Minis. Oh, I had his name in my head earlier and it's gone again now. I always get mixed up between the two of them. And I realised afterwards, I'm like, oh, you muppet. Yeah. Broadsword Wargaming, that's the one. See, you knew what I meant, Rich. I just like making a tit of myself, that's what it is. Make sure they're squared off because they will offset. I can't wait to get this all painted up, ready for my Raven Guard. 17 and 19. Let's get both of these off. And hopefully get it. See, I'm that eager to get it painted. I don't know whether to try and save it for next week, purely because I've been waiting so long to do this model. Lives in Ireland. Yeah, that's the one. He moved over there, didn't he? Kira, I think is Mrs.'s name. She's normally drinking wine while she's painting. She's a really good painter. I think I've got her on Instagram or Twitch. One of the ones that she goes on. To be sure. True story. Oh God. Right, which way around does this go? So that onto that way. Right, not to make a mess of this, I'll just do nubbing in there. Just across there. To fuse along the edge, just so it helps when it melts together. It'll look more as a solid piece, a nice straight line. I can go back and clean that up with a file later. Getting nice and chunky. It's definitely bigger than the other dreadnoughts that I've done. I'll see if I can grab one of them in a second, just for size comparison with the torso. It definitely looks a lot bigger. Still moving. So there's a torso. There's one of my first models that I've done, one of my original. It still needs touching up on there, and that still moves. And that bit. Oh. Yeah, it's trying to line that up is It's definitely bigger, but obviously it's got a Space Marine set in it rather than like that one where it's is it a Space Marine entombed in it? I believe it is. Right. So now we've got the Fragstone grenade launcher to go on, followed by the antennas, and we're going to leave him out. I was going to build him, but I'm going to leave him separate just for speed, really, for time. So there's a hard bit to get to that. It's just been awkward. Come the other side, there we go. So there's 38, 39, which is the canopy for over the top. That one. I mean, pretty much all of this, it doesn't look like I'm going to have to have it part built like sub-assembly to paint, purely because I'm going to be having the canopy open anyway, so that's the only bit that would possibly be an issue. What number is that? Because there's no... For some weird reason, you've got the number for the grenade and the canopy, but then you've not got a number for that part. It's not one that's on there. On there. Hopefully it's one that I can spot fairly easy. Is that piece? No. Strange. Unless I'm being completely blind. Problems. It should have two nubs. It's like a circle and then it'll have two nubs coming up off it. There it is. Number 37. Yeah, there's no number. GW at its best. Got a bit of echo on your voice, dude. If you press something. I don't think I've pressed something. I'll just try and turn that down a bit and turn that bit off. Hopefully that's a bit better. So you'll let me know. It's a bit strange. I would have music on, but I tried changing it and it's still not worked what I wanted. And no matter the volume setting that I have it on, it still overpowers my microphone. And I tried rectifying it earlier today, and for some reason, as you do an audio test and had it playing through onto my phone as tried at first to do it as a private, just so that I could see it, purely because it's just an audio test. But for some reason, the YouTube wouldn't let me, so I had to do it as a public one. So I did the public one, and it sounded like it was working okay, but then obviously, as I've come to stream tonight, it's still overpowering. So it's definitely something I've clicked on, and I need to work out and remedy what it is. So, unless it's just where my computer is really, really old and crappy. I'll just let this dry. Maybe he's streaming from an aircraft hangar. I sounded the same when I accidentally had the monitoring for my mic switched on. Yeah, like I said, it's still obviously like old new learning curve for me. Still learning years down the line. Let's just clips in. Slide it. Yeah. There we go. Not glue that bit. Yeah, you're supposed to. I mean, there's a snug fit. I mean, if you wanted to, you could leave it. And then it just sits in. And you can turn, maybe not. There you go. And you can turn it and knock it off. I'm just going to have it pushed on like that for now, because I was like downing it just for ease of access. I could still move it and paint that up, so I'll keep that, I'll leave it on for now as is, just for show and tell at the moment, but I'll leave it so that it can come off, and I can always glue that back into position once that bit's done. So now we've got the antennas on the 1329. Turn that the right way, just so it's as is on there, just for ease of reference. And 29 and 30, 21 and 22. That side, and 21 is this side. And that, apart from the guy, is pretty much that part done then. 8 of you in here on a Monday night now. Crazy. I know you've probably all either done one of these or seen one before. I just want you to know I appreciate you popping in, even if it is just to keep me company so I'm not chatting away to myself like a loon. Let's look clean up here. There's not many mould lines up to now on this, so touch wood. It's all going pretty well so far. We need some glue on here and on that side for the other one. So that's for that one. Just make sure that's straight. Yep. And then the same on that one. I mean, I don't suppose it really matters with them, because you could, I mean, if you fancy just a bit of difference, if you've got a couple of these, you could put them the opposite way around if you really wanted. Just make sure these are lined up, because I mean the nubbins are the same shape, the housing itself is the same shape, and there's not much, apart from obviously this being a longer one and it's got this piece here, whereas that side's only got that piece. I mean, if you wanted to, you could swap them over. Yeah, because I mean, once that sits on, there's not a great difference. And I mean, they don't, I mean, there, go on Phil, get your words out. I mean, like, where that's got a curved piece there is for this piece. So when that sits in that housing there as a shield for the exhaust, it sits around that. If you were to put that on that side, you could do. So there's no right or wrong way really with that, obviously apart from the height. He says, and then he tries putting that on upside down. Right, so that's the exhaust shield's done on there now. So it's definitely a lot more, I mean, that feels, just for the canopy, it feels roughly the same weight as the other Dreadnought I had out. So I'm just going to skip that part with the block, because we're not having him inside. And we are onto the canopy, which we're going to have not shut like that, we're going to have it open like that one. So we want number 8, 11, 12 and 13. So let's get all these parts first. Chat froze. Yeah. Keeps doing that for some reason. That's that piece. Number 12 goes on the right hand side. Sorry if I'm going off camera with that. 13 on the left. And then we want number 8 for the top. that's a thin piece. Hopefully I've not made a mess of that. No, I think I've got that. Let's just clean this off. Yeah, so I went and got this on Friday, as I was saying before, and been looking forward. I keep saying I've been looking forward to getting it. That's how much I've been looking for. I really do love this model. I was trying to get hold of this one, and that goes that way around, doesn't it? But that goes on after that. That's it. Yeah. And yeah, sorry, I went to the store, got this and my apothecary. If I'm saying that correct, I'm sure I keep saying it wrong. I think I was in my local store for about 2 hours, just chatting away with the manager. Purely, I mean, we talked with him quite a bit on Facebook, but it was just different, you know, being able to sit there and talk face to face Warhammer with someone. And it was good. It was good because it was they've just moved stores as well, so it's like having a look at the new layout and stuff like that. And eventually, when we can game, I'll be able to go and have my game against the store manager that I won on the store anniversary, not last year, the year before all this Nurgle plague started and stopped us from being able to do stuff like that. Right, so there's not so much a connection point there, it's like a weld. There and there. Same on this side. Just a tiny little bit of cement glue now. So that's that piece done. Just let that dry a little bit. Once that's drying, so that'll go on and then that'll sit on over the top. And then moving on to the arms. I'll get to do the arm that's crushing. A little bit of a kit bash on this one. It's not dried yet. Yeah, it's dried enough. So that'll sit just in there. And then glue that. And that goes over the top. Why is that sitting? Right, so once it's shot, it would look like that. mean, I'll have a game against you, Josh. It'd probably kick my backside, like. Obviously I've got to learn how to play the game first, but I'd quite happily. That's 2 games I've been done to tonight, because obviously Mr. Quingo wants his little yellow boys battering off the old Raven Guard. Right. So that'll come up, and yeah, because then I can still get in. How I can move that, I can get in and still paint all the way around there. So yeah, happy with that. I'll come and play in your store. You come all the way to Bolton just to play against me, Josh. I've got to learn, obviously, like, I've got to learn how to play it first anyhow. Where I won the store anniversary, you could have any size battle. So like, obviously where I'd won it and I didn't have a force at the time. So the manager said we'd do it as a learning game. And then obviously all this happened, so I've not been able to. That 3 games about no. Well, we'll all be together next year anyway, because we've got the was it the thing Spud announced yesterday for the ChillCon? Surely it's next year. This far north. He comes this far north, Josh. He'll be north of the wall. He'll have to bring his passport with him. And 89, because they're glued together. I could actually do a trip to Bolton and he just popped to scan computers. I think that's up at Middlebrook Industrial Estate, just Horwich, just outside Bolton. Is that the only one of them then? Is it real? I thought that was like more of a chain. I didn't know if that was the only one. One of the guys I used to work with, he's left working where we are, and he's just got a job up there in the music department that they've got. So where he's in a band, so he's there doing stuff with the guitars and that. Every now and then they let me up there. They've only got the one store, but I'm definitely going to have a trip up there. But it's literally 5 minutes up the motorway from me. And have a look at sorting out a better rig eventually for myself. Oh, I honestly thought they were more like a chain. I didn't think that that was the only one. It's very strange. Like I said, we're going to go with, in his right hand, we're going to have the twin iron hail cannon, and then in the other hand, I want the fist open, but I'm going to see if I can manipulate the hand a bit on it. Purely because I want to put something. Oh God, I want to put something in it. It's not like that. You know it's bad when you start second guessing every word you're going to go out with. Well, come on, where's 92? When I get my little run around, I'll definitely be travelling for some games. Did you actually manage to sort a car out then, did you, Andy? I know you had your little higher one, which was an electric one that you nearly ran out of juice with. And why can't I find this bloody piece? And it doesn't glue it anyway. Jesus Christ. Oh, blasphemy. Where that's on the outside, I can clean that up afterwards. There we go. Hell, that went fucking flying like a missile, that man. Good job I've got glasses on. One of them itching eye, you'd know about it. Bloody hell, chat's going off again. A couple yesterday, got some more this week. Get yourself over here, you've already got a car. Every time I hear someone say Jesus Christ, I think of that video with the dog called Fenter. Oh God. So back, switching back from, I won't be doing religion. Going back to, you know, sorry, I just want to make sure I get this bit right while I'm concentrating. So that piece through there. That on there. But it says don't glue it. Or is it just... Ah, no. Right, sorry, me being a fucking absolute noob. Just glue just in there. And then that piece moves independent of that piece. So yeah, as I was saying, I got distracted. Going back, obviously, non-stop wargaming and all that. Has anybody managed to have a look at the teased releases from today with the Daughters of Slaanesh, I believe they were? I just had a quick glance at them ones. I was more interested in the orcs that come out, or that are going to be coming out. So you had the Squig Riders that they teased the other week, and there's going to be some new boys, which are basically like the riders off them ones. Was that pretty much it from? There was that, and then also there was a mention yesterday, and I was talking to the local store manager about it this morning, but obviously he can't divulge too much. They were saying were GW are not doing any pre-orders until the end of roughly the end of next month. There's supposed to be some definitely coming out next month, but there's nothing up for pre-order. I think it's basically where stuff has been a bit hashed at the moment with the pre-orders. I know they're not in the best light at the moment with the pre-orders, especially like from the Cursed City and the new Demon Lord coming out, the Be'lakor. Which way does that go? That way. There. I'm not laughing. Yeah, so they're not in the best of light with the community at the moment. So I know they've stopped. I don't know, right? Because it's not. Wrong way around. I've been talking. Haha, saved it. There we go, and it still moves. So yeah, they were struggling with the pre-orders on them, so they're not doing any more pre-orders till at least next month, so there's at least a 2 or 3 week wait. What was it? I think there was due to have the heavy intercessors, which were the multi-part ones, coming out then. So hopefully they'll still be coming out next month. We've got TJ popping in, yes my G. You little sod. I hope you're well, pal. Josh, right, heading off, guys. Great stream. Catch you all later. Thank you very much for dropping in, Josh. Hope your editing went well. And if I don't see you in the Discord before, I'll see you on Wednesday on your stream. Looking forward to your guest that you're having on. But yeah, thank you for dropping in, pal. 95. I'll get this cleaned up. And we got the underdog painting dropping in. Good evening, pal. I hope you're well. Nice to see you. Just get these bits cleaned up on this arm. So that piece. I'm not sure which side of arm that's actually going to be. Surely that's that side. Yeah, which is going to have the twin las cannon on. Twin las cannon, the twin iron hail cannon. There. I'll just glue across this one here, and then great. So now that's the wrong way around. Damn. Try and get that off. Oh God. Bit of surgery on him. Hopefully I can still get that into that piece in there. There we go. Oh, I managed to save it. Right. Should pay more attention to that. It's supposed to be warning me about that. It's definitely watch out for pieces like that. Even down to like little nubbin bits. You've got to really pay attention. You can't just wing it on them. The round bit to the front. So this is going to be its actual arm. This is going to be his hand. It's all still, fully posable. That open. There we go. So sorry, I thought I'd messed up on that bit, but we shall crack on. It doesn't actually show you doing the next bit. So on this bit now you've got all your different gun options. So you've got your twin iron hail auto cannon on this side, and then you've got your flamer on this side. And we're definitely doing the twin auto cannon, so I'll get this piece done. That's that side. See a big old gun on this guy, and obviously that I do it where he's got the cannon hand cannon actually holstered on his hip as well. So obviously you've got a twin auto cannon, you've got your twin stubby guns out of his chest, you've got your frag grenades off the top as well, but then also you've got melee attack for him as well, so where he can use his fist. So there's plenty of options damage wise and playing style wise with this guy. So you can either deep strike him, or like I say, like I'll most likely do with my Raven Guard, is have him all sneaky and hidden using my Master of Ambush Warlord trait or the Strike from the Shadows. So I'll most than likely run one of them and have him all hidden and all stealthy, which is weird having a basically a Titan or a Dreadnought in stealth mode. It's crazy. 77, 41. So it's like the ammo drum on the side. And we've got number 78 is the shield for the front. Followed by the rail for the front. Just get all these parts ready, and that should be all that glued together. Yeah, that's now cleaned off. We'll just get these bits quickly cleaned and get this gun on. What time are we on? Bloody hell, it's 9:30 already. Been 2 hours in. That's gone really quick. I'll try and get this. I'm gonna get this arm done at least before the end of the stream. But obviously with the legs and everything, I know for a fact I'm not going to get it all done in one go. 74 missing a piece. There's only one of that, which is weird, because if he was going to run two different options, mind you could just probably magnetise it and it'd be a lot easier. Just check, make sure my chat's froze again. So let's get a nice coat in. At least with this one, it's one barrel. You don't have to drill out. And I think that's the only. I'm actually quite ashamed to say I have never drilled out one of my barrels on my models. I know it irritates the living daylights out of some people, but for me, it don't matter if you've not drilled the bottom of your bloody barrels out. Weird how them are different heights. Yeah, that is right. It's just strange that them are. Actually, I suppose it's a different belt for each barrel. So that's how they explain it. So that's that piece. Well, when you stab yourself in hand with your bloody glue gun. That piece, yeah, which pretty much hides the fact that they're a different height, so that's not too bad there. Tiny drop and then drop a load on. There we go. There's one Einhail auto cannon. Let's get this on. Yeah, we'll get this on and probably call it though, because it's pretty much halfway through then. So 171.2, which is these. I don't want to be rushing it and mess up the good work that we've managed to get done so far on here. Like I say, I Can't wait to get actual some paint down on this guy. And 69, 70, these two. Yeah, now Josh ain't here, I can actually show you guys what I was planning for this guy. So obviously he's going to have his auto cannon in this arm like that. That's going to be on that side like that, and then this side's going to be a fist, but as it's grabbing like that, we have got a Necron, and obviously it's all mangled up, and I'm thinking it's going to fit really nicely as if he's crushing it with a hand. And then obviously I've got spur Necron gun from my Indomitus set, so I'm going to cut probably the top part of his arm off there, followed by the bottom half here, just so that obviously his gun's hanging down like that, and obviously it's crushing the lads, squeezing him to death, and the guy's going to be out of it. So a little bit of a sneaky peek preview of what it's going to be. Obviously you can't physically see him squeezing the life out of him just yet, but you know what I'm aiming to achieve, or aiming to look for. So I don't think it really covers as a kit bash. It's just like basically modifying the hand slightly. So I think I'm going to have to find something else for the kit bash community challenge thing this month. Or do you think that constitutes as a kit bash, basically just slightly modifying like one part of it, or is a kit bash more swapping something completely? What do you guys think? You know, do you think I'd get away with that as a kit bash, or is that more just more or less modifying than kit bashing? That way. So we've got that piece. So we've completely finished off one sprue. Anyway, is my bloody chat not working? I don't know why it keeps doing that. large curve to the top, small to the bottom. I learned from the last one. Let's get some glue down here. Sits in there. That piece slides up in there. I'm really digging that. That one is free moving. This one's not as much. Comes off, of course. The joys of using plastic cement sometimes, honestly. You forget that it doesn't set like super glue and it's pretty much instant. You can have him. He's like, nah. A bit more down his side, or you go all gangster and flick it out to the side. Like so. But yeah, I got quite a lot done on this guy tonight. So it's pretty much the torso done. Obviously we're not going to put the guy in. I'm going to leave this piece off just for ease of access, just painting around that little bit there, and then I can get in, stick that on, position it how I want it. Canopy's open so we can get in there, get our painted up nice and bonny. Yeah, it all seems to be moving as should be. Some parts are a little bit stiffer than others, but yeah, I'm having absolute blast building this. Let this bit dry off properly before I get the next piece in. I'll take that piece out actually, just so I don't want that gluing against that. So yeah, got quite a lot done. Obviously there's a lot of parts, there's more parts to this than I actually thought there was, but it's coming together really nice. I'm having an absolute blast building that. So just flick back over to the face cam. So thank you very much for just popping along and watching me attempt to build this guy, get this all sorted. I'll try and get some more done through the week, or I might. I'm tempted to try and leave it for next week's stream. However, because I'm enjoying building it so much, I'm going to probably end up doing it over the weekend. So if I've managed to steer myself away from it to finish it next week, I will do. If not, we'll more than likely be sticking with the 40k theme, and we will get the apothecary. I'll either get that built as well and we'll paint that, or I'll do another build. It literally 5 minutes, or more than likely get that built and we'll actually do some painting next week. I know we keep saying we'll get some painting done, but I'm having so much fun building these guys that it kind of like backs up and up and up, and the pile of opportunity still continues growing. So once again, thank you very much for popping by. If you've enjoyed yourself, please leave a like. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. It helps with all the algorithms and stuff like that. Or if you like the content, obviously subscribe, hit that bell notification so you'll get my words out. You'll get a notification when I do go live, or eventually when I start getting videos out, you'll start getting notifications when them come out as well. As of this morning, when I looked, we was running at about 42 subs at the moment, which is absolutely insane for the amount, just a few weeks. And all you guys, I love you dearly. You're subbing, you're helping me. Big push for the 50. If you know anyone, recommend us if you think they'd like it, anything like that. Thank you, and I shall see you next week. So without further ado, I'll get the outro on. Should have done this when I was talking, but yeah, thank you guys. I shall see you next week. Bye.